Hey Taurus, let's do your reading real quick. So this is pretty general. This is just a pre-shuffle. But it looks like somebody's really holding back either something that they have a deep knowing of, but there's a lot of emotion involved. I mean, we've got Pisces energy, we've got you, we've got Virgo. But there's a lot of mental energy, but it looks like a lot of emotion is being withheld, which I feel like it could be going to an unhealthy level, you know, holding back your emotions to the point where it's detrimental. So let's see if we can get some more detail. How are you guys? This is for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. It's general, of course, as you know. Okay, so yeah, Five of Voices, a lot of conflict. Yeah, it's just, I mean, it's just a lot of conflict going on in the world right now, but this is somebody that's, looks like it's trying to, I feel like you or someone in your environment is trying to take on something working through difficulty, mental upset too much by themselves. It's just trying to like go through maybe yoga or exercise or whatever, all, you know, maybe a bunch of different ways of trying to do it, but to the point where there needs to be some reliefs. Okay, some relief, talking to someone maybe, I'm not sure. Six of Emotions. So this is about, it could be about past trauma, childhood. There's childhood here, but there's also some escaping, pretending to be okay, because it's like almost like a false mask, but it's because you don't want to burden someone, or I don't know. Let's see. Recent past, Knight of Voices. So Knight of Swords. Somebody that comes in fast and furious, and there it is again, the Hangman. Look at that. So that's what's crowning. That's what's, you know, overall happening is there's a lot of holding back. But and I feel like it's all about it's about mental and communication, and it's not working. Okay, it's like you guys are maybe trying to work through some things on your own that it's not getting where you need to go. So he's being blocked. Two of Swords. Somebody was blocked, or you're being blocked. An opportunity. Okay, Three of Cups. So it could have to do with a third person. Three of Cups, Three of Emotions. So that's the cause of it. Let's see. So Four of Pentacles. I mean, that's your take on it. You're not letting go of something, someone. There's a fear of losing or missing out. It's so weird. It also seems like somebody's afraid of being like seen not looking their best, or this sounds crazy. Sorry guys if this is not gender specific, but I've just picked up on like makeup and like an image, cosmopolitan, something like that. Oh. Self-love. There's a big persona, but it's damaging to the point it might be damaging. Also getting vanity, maybe. That's what I was getting. Vanity. Pride. Okay, Emperor. The Emperor, Aries energy, and Temperance. So yeah, there's going to have to be, something's going to have to give. Like there's going to have to be, show you these cards a little better. The Temperance card is about patience, balance, and I feel like it's keeping up, you know, like an image or a pretend. It could just be pretending to be okay, or pretending. I mean, here's the Lotus, right? I just am noticing this. I'm feeling music. There's something with music maybe, but in this outcome, it's like there's a Sun card here. Let's look at the bottom of the deck, Queen of Swords. Yeah, there's a big need to just like speak your mind on something. But here we've got Queen of Queen of Swords at the bottom of the deck. But then this outcome is Temperance, and it's like once the light shines on something, the beauty actually comes through with this Lotus. It balances things out. We've got a lot of 2 energy too. Let's see. 10 of Emotions. Let's see if we can get some clarifiers. Yeah, so somebody's got a big, pretend to be okay, or there's some sort of pretense that's actually damaging because remember I just said 2s. There's 2 of Pentacles and 8 of... There's a lack of balance. I think it's because of pretending to be okay or pretending to be, I don't know, for some of you it could be an online thing. There's another 2. Look at this page. So I think when it comes to what's hidden is if you're watching or looking at something or someone online, it's not what it appears to be. Like if you're scoping out somebody else and their story looks all beautiful, it's a big kind of a false image. What you're seeing or what you're looking at or what somebody's presenting is not actually what's happening. Big feeling of freeing themselves from the opinion of others. Why do we have the Wheel of Fortune? Yeah, I think that once somebody realizes that there's a fall, that what's being presented is pretend, and once there's you free yourself of that, there's going to be a surge of energy forward, and options are going to open up, because this is implying, this 2 of Cups is implying that it looks like 2 people are equal. I'm not even making sense. I hope I'm making sense, you guys. Wait, where's that card? There's a door that needs to open, and it's going to, being open and honest or communicating, reaching out for help is going to be very freeing. And not only is it going to be freeing, but once you get that freedom, it's going to open up a world of possibilities. It's like the Lotus, once the light once the light eliminates what's hidden, the true beauty will come through. So right now I feel like there's some sort of, the real beauty, the inner beauty is being maybe covered up by the visual. A lot of visual energy here. Let me see if I get anything else, and then we'll pull another deck. So whatever you're maybe obsessing over or, watching is not real. Seven of Materials. Yeah, it's an illusion. So I think that's what you need to be aware of. Somebody is pretending to be something they're not, or having a false mask. Now, if it's you, just know, we all do that, but this is to a point where it's being harmful. And the asking for help is part of, self-love and healing. See this full moon? Moon card is, somebody's hiding their pain to the point where it's hurting. Self-love. There's another 2. You guys keep your eye out for 2s. There's a need to ask for help. And it could be just that you're ruminating on a love or a situation, and it's going to, but letting go of a pretending to be okay, or, you know, image, something like that is going to really free you. I want to see what the Seven of Pentacles is about. And then I also want to ask some questions about the person on your mind. Thank you. See that? Exactly what I said. Did y'all see those play out? Eight of Voices. Got to walk away from that. And interesting here, because look how these cards mimic. Eight of Emotions. There's a 1 and an 8. So 8s might be relevant. This also breaks down to a 9. Oh my gosh, you guys. 8s. Whoa. All right, so 8s. So 8s are about, can be about forward motion, but you're going to have to ask for help or break free of some sort of either false image or pretending to be okay. And so things will start to flow. This is, you know, feeling trapped, and there's a mask. Just like I said, there's a mask. There's a need for help, and then your emotion, then your options are going to. Once you can break free of this mental energy, and maybe it's journaling. Journaling is like magical, I believe. Could be an apology here too. Let me see. Tell me about this person on Taurus's mind. But you got somebody really needs to confide in someone else. What they're feeling, maybe like, oh, you know what it is. I know what it is. It's like, wow. It's that whole imposter syndrome is building for some of you. And there's a really major need to expose it. Look at that. Judgment. Wow. Oh my gosh. So the judgment, it's about not pretending to be okay. I believe judgment is about a second chance. But you got to take that mask off. Somebody's just going to have to be, you know, honest. Wow. Lots of major arcana here. Let me reshuffle these. But the judgment card is about second chances. There's the Emperor. So a lot of you are dealing with, could be a father or a boss, but Emperor is Aries energy. Did y'all see that? Somebody controlling. And there's a need to stand up for yourself is what this looks like. 7 of Wands. Protect yourself. No. And you can do it in a way that's cooperative and not combative, but not backing down either. Strength. Tell me about this person on Taurus's mind. What's this person's energy? Knight of Swords, walking away. So something looks like somebody walked away from a painful situation, and it looks like it has to do with something that was said. We've got Queen of Swords, Knight of Swords. So what did they walk away from? Nine of Wands. Something that's said, that something either needs to be said that's painful. Oh, it looks like something was said that was painful. But the Nine of Wands is somebody that doesn't give up. So just because, I think there's a fear of, some of you might be afraid that if you speak your mind, that something is going to, it's going to end something. But sometimes endings bring beginnings, right? How does this person feel about Taurus? Queen of Pentacles. Resourceful. Protective, guarded maybe. Nine of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles. Well, it might have been in revert. It was kind of upside down a little bit. Wow. Yeah. There's a major need for you to stand up for yourself and speak your truth. There's a Justice card. I mean, that could be karma. I mean, maybe something hard and hurtful needs, either was said or needs to be said. The Lovers. Why do we have the Lovers? I'm going to pull an oracle. See if we can tie it all together. Wow. Yeah, there's Page of Cups. That's communication. This is all screaming that, you know, there's a need to talk to someone, and maybe there's a need to have a painful conversation. But there's damage. I think there's damage being done by trying to hold it in. Yeah, just circling the loop by yourself is not getting you anywhere. Write it down. Sometimes just writing stuff down brings it clarity. It's amazing. Exchanging gifts. Let's see what this says. Round and round. The spiral quality of events when a lesson isn't quite integrated. There you go. This is going to explain it. Cycles you are challenged to break, revisiting a pattern from a new perspective. So yeah, there's a big cycle that has to be broken here. And that's your hidden truth, is there. It's so easy to point the finger and just really hyper focus on what somebody else is doing wrong, but almost always, or probably always, there's something in there that we are supposed to learn too, right? The appearance of this card is a reminder that although it may appear that you've gone backward, the truth is that you are standing at a higher level, looking down into your circumstances. You will learn something, do something better, and break a cycle set up in the past. You actually have a bird's eye view of your initial footprints and can access the wisdom and lessons learned. So there's a relationship message that says, are you wondering, how did I get here again? Does something feel familiar right now in your dynamics with others? Maybe a little too familiar. Don't be surprised that you found yourself repeating an old story with the same sort of pattern, who may not look similar, but who attracted you because of your easy acquaintance with his or her qualities. Your relationship is a mix of what is good and what is potentially challenging. You have been drawn to this person through the perfection of Spirit's plan for your evolution. You may have circled back to a custom spot, a familiar place, but that's fine, as you get to do things again, only different this time. For you learned something of great value since the last time around. How will you choose to behave now that you are aware? Remain curious and stay out of the blame game. Wow, I just said that. So the thing is here is there's a cycle that seems to be repeating, because there's still something deep in there that you can start asking why. Like, write down how it's going on, and then ask why. Why do I feel that way? Why is that happening again? What did I do? And the way to get to the bottom of it is to just keep asking questions. That's how you get to the bottom of it. That way, if there's some sort of cycle that you need to break here. Let's look at this real quick. Too many. Okay. Oh gosh, I just put this back and it came out again. Look at that. Your true love is already part of your life. Somebody is secretly yearning for you. Wow, somebody else just, the last reading just had that too. That's crazy. Unbelievable. Not unbelievable, but pretty crazy. Let me grab a new card real quick. Yeah, a fiery climax approaches in the end of a tough cycle. So I think that there's a need to either talk to someone else or speak your truth. There's Aries again. Full moon in Aries, so a lot of you are dealing with Aries. This is Capricorn. Let me read that. That's pulling at me. Okay, full moon in Capricorn. 86. This is strong reading with all the and there's another 8. 86 is the page, at least. So you guys keep your eye out for 8s. How hard are you willing to work for what you want? This card is reminding you that effort is required. Work issues may be about to come to a head when this card comes up. If you're wondering if you should stay in your job or leave, this card can be a strong sign to make an exit. The end of a rough time is forecast. This card also asks you to consider how ambitious you are, whether you're prepared to pull out all the stops to make professional dreams come true. I guess it doesn't have to be professional, without being ruthless. With a love question, this card can be a call to face reality. Whatever the situation you're asking about, making a plan will help. If your personal life is troubled, prioritize it more. And also it says, admit if you've been overly hard-headed or hard-nosed. Find a balance between personal and private life. And it is time to stop fearing the worst. Okay. Let me see, fiery climax. Full moon in Aries, 68. Oh, wow. So this is interesting because we got that, because of what we got in the beginning. It's time to see if you've been a little bit, you don't get mad at me, I'm just reading the cards. A little bit too much me. Taurus, how dare you? There's a tug of war going on between what you want and what someone else wants, but you'll have to wait a little while to see what's going to happen next. As you wait, ask yourself if you've been handling the situation as sensitively as you could have done. If you know deep down that you've been a little rash or harsh or gone too fast or overstepped the mark, then accept that on some level that you've created the situation yourself, which means you can create your way out of it. When this card comes up, a peak is coming and it will be fiery. You're in a tense situation. Being assertive is good, but don't ride over someone. So be nice, be kind, smile and polite as you navigate to where you want to be. Okay, so interesting. I know that a lot of you are probably going, no, that's not me, and that might not be you, but I mean, you've got this. So I'm going to go just remind you about in the beginning all the information we got about speaking your truth and being authentic and not holding stuff in anymore because you're afraid of how it's going to make you look. Okay, and it doesn't have to be your reading, so it could be for cross watchers. But anyway, it could be about the person you're watching for. But anyway, love you guys. You guys let me know in the comments. I'm very curious. This was a very strong reading. I don't think I've ever had a reading like this, but love you guys. I will see you soon. Tell me in the comments what's going on, and I'll see you soon. Bye, Taurus.